Hi everybody! My name is Shannon and you're watching another yarn. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Monday. And Monday, a lot of people don't like Mondays because you have to go into the office, it's work, the weekend's over, you start everything again. So I decided I would change that a little bit and I do my updates on Monday. So that's something that's, for me personally, exciting. I get to see how much I've accomplished or didn't the week before and kind of take stock of what I want to do on the following week, the next week, what my goals are, what aspirations are. Did I make the goals from the previous week? Did I forget to set some from the previous week? Those types of things. So if you're new here, if you haven't already noticed, I'm going to talk about things yarn, knitting, and crocheting. I do both and I love both crafts almost equally. Started off crocheting as a little girl and about 25 years ago really picked up knitting and really enjoy all of the fiber goodness. And as you can see, I have a little yarn wall behind me, right? I love this stuff. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. So you might recognize some of these projects. I've been working on them. They're growing. Let's see. So you'll notice, if you haven't seen one of the videos, the top I am wearing. This was made in the Mystery Yarn Challenge for July, and I finally finished it. I am so excited. I say finally. The challenge is a month long. I mean, I made a wearable garment, XL, wearable garment, fingering weight yarn, size 5 knitting needles. Yeah, fingering weight is a number 1, by the way. 5 knitting needles. That is a lot of knitting. This was a lot of knitting. So the lace goes all the way down the front. I'm going to post a picture so you can see it on both sides, one, the other, whatever. But it goes all the way down in the front. This is the most tailored I personally have done on a garment. I put in bust darts. Hey ladies, some of us a little bigger, you need those, right? So I put in the bust darts so it lays nicer. So I'm not constantly pulling on my shirt. And then I also put in waist shaping. I am an XL, but I do have a waist. And I like that, so I was able to bring that in and show that. To me, that's nice. It shows off my curves in the best way possible. It's a good way to put it. The A lines, since I am large chested and they go straight down to the hips, they actually make me look bigger than what I am. So even as an XL and double XL that I was a couple months ago, I would still put in waist shaping because it did make things a little bit better and looking nicer. It's all about learning on your body and what works the best. So I'm learning just like everybody else. This is one of the best ones as far as I'm concerned that I've done. Bust shaping is something I've recently started doing. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but whatever. At least they're on the front. It's not on the back because I've followed another pattern. I put short rows and it was on the back. So I had to turn it around. I have a high neck. Yeah. I know. I know. Because otherwise I put it on and it's got a little extra fabric in the back, like it's trying to grow them out the back. And I'll show you guys one day. It's a thing. Whatever. We all make mistakes. It's okay. So enough of that. I worked on the dragon blanket. I did. I started working and let's see, I finished this row of pink last time, this one right here. So almost 4 rows. The reason I say almost is I get to attach another ball of white. All right, so between all the accoutrements and the blanket, I have gone through one full ball of white. And I'm making this one in the big twist. I did measure this. Yes, I did. Oh, look. Got the little monkey tape measure. And once I finish this row, it's about 18 inches, 17 and 3/4, 18 inches. It is 36 inches in length. I think I'm going to make it square. I might make it rectangle, not really sure. Maybe I'll go past 36 inches, but I'd really like this to be done. It's been eating a lot of my time. It weighs on me. I did time how long it takes me to do one full row of the dragon row, which is the netting behind it and then the dragon scales, and it's about 20 minutes. And that's 20 minutes of I've got to grab my coffee and sit down, right? That's 20 minutes from I have turned on the timer, right? And then going. So this is a lot of time and it's a yarn eater. It just is. It's heavy. I think the kids will be able to use it like a rug blanket, especially since you're going to have the dragon head attached to it. I mean, that's just going to, look at that. That's going to be so cool. It's just awesome. Yeah. So especially since you're going to have that attached to it, I think this is going to be something that is like a play mat, or I will get a video of one of them, if not them, me running through the yard with this draped over my head, or draped over my shoulders, and all the other pieces. So you can see the rest of the dragon pieces over there, because this has been a process and it must be on full display. So there is that. So I had some more. That's my progress, right? I had some other stuff. If you watch the Thursday video, you know I'm working with this gorgeous mandala yarn, and it's stunning. And I finished one full ball, and I got a few rows into the second ball, and I found a mistake, and you can see that wrapped around there. Yeah, yeah, I had to pull a lot out. Yeah. So if you look at last Thursday's video, it's farther ahead than what I am right now. Um, yeah, it's okay. It's beautiful. It's pretty. It was naughty, so see, yeah. We won't talk about that much more. It's okay. We we all do it. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And then I made a couple of washcloths. My goal is to make at least 2 washcloths every single week for the American Starfish organization. And I succeeded, which, I think 2 with everything else I'm doing is pretty aggressive, especially cotton. So far I've been crocheting them. Maybe later I'll start knitting some. I don't know. We'll see. But that can get a little hard on the hands. So 2 a week I think is good. And this week I did my very own pattern. Look at that. You see the texture in there? Look. And I will go ahead and sometime this week I should have a tutorial up. I'm still trying to work on my camera and make it to where it's steady, right? And you'll be able to see that. But I'm going to put a tutorial up for this free pattern. You can use it to make them for the American Starfish organization or your own personal use. That's up to you. It's your labor. I'm not going to dictate what you do with it. So I just thought it was another nice little option. Very, very simple, beginner friendly. It's a 2-row repeat. So that should be pretty easy to follow along with. So look forward to that. I look forward to it. It hasn't been recorded yet, so we'll see how that works out, right? Do the full tutorial. Yeah, we got this. All right, and I still worked on my socks. I did, yeah. And I went through my sock bin. I do have some other socks, and I have to look for that I had from last year. For those that don't know, my kids get socks every year for Christmas, and I've been doing this for well over a decade. And I commented, being with the YouTube channel, I haven't done a single pair of socks this year. And the kids called me out. They called me out pretty hardcore. They're like, there will be pandemonium. There will be mayhem. It will be terrible. It'll be chaos, Mom. You have to make the socks. That's like their best favorite present. And it is a family tradition. So I did start working on them. Here they are. Look, I got sparkle. Because, I like sparkle. I mean, what in me makes you think I don't like sparkle? I mean, it's sparkle. Hello. So that is this really pretty sparkly yarn. And I am, oh, see, and look, I'm making them 2 at a time. Check that out. Yeah. So it's really long. I was going to make it about here, and then my husband saw it, and he's like, what is that, a shorty sock? No, it's not a shorty sock. That's a really long sock. It's just long sock. It's okay. If I don't have enough yarn, I should. But if I don't have enough yarn, it's okay. I'm making them both at the same time. I'll run out at the toes at the same area. I'll put something else there. It'll be fine. It's just, I have black. Black works. I've got other colors. Maybe if I run out, I'll put on like the neon yellow or something, because I've got that too. Because yeah, I do. I mean, I've got the fire orange and the neon yellow and the hot pink. I have neon sock yarns. Yes, I do. So really happy about that. And I did this the 2 at a time because I've had some tension issues as I get excited and I work on other things, and sometimes it's a little too tight and sometimes it's a little too loose and sometimes they just don't match. So I thought if I do them at the same time, I'll make the same mistake on both and it'll be a matching pair. So it doesn't matter either way. It just takes more double pointed needles because that's my choice. Yes, you can do it on the long circular. You can do 2 at a time. You can do all the magic loop. I get the concept. I do that for the tops of my hats and I think that's great, but I don't want to do it for my socks. That's my preference. There's no right or wrong. As long as you get a sock that you enjoy, who cares how you got there? That's up to you. So instead of finishing these, since, I'm pretty close, I'm farther on this one than I am on this one. It's this turn now. But instead of finishing these, I did what most normal, smart, and sensible people do. I started another pair. Look, I got some green ones. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm working with both ends of the ball. This is an Opal brand sock yarn, which is a good, hard-wearing German sock yarn. Easy care, easy washable, beautiful colors. It's one of my favorite. I really like the German sock yarns for making their socks. I've got a lot of sock yarn that's hand wash, and I don't want to do that for theirs because since I've been doing it for so many years, it's hard for them to know, oh wait, this year you have to hand wash. I know the last 3 years you could put them in the washing machine, but this one you have to hand wash, and I don't want to do that to them. They've got busy lives. So look at this. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that is just, that greens, oh my goodness. But I'm about the same length for each of these. They look like little cuffs, like, see? Yeah. Look at that. Look. So you could do, if you got bored, you could turn them into fingerless mitts. You could just continue, pop a thumb in there. You can do the gusset and everything for a thumb, or you could just, if you're not familiar with that or comfortable, you can just keep going straight up, bind off for a few stitches, work around both sides, cast back on over there, so then it's just straight. And then when you get to about here, do some more ribbing and you're done. So just different options, right? So I thought that was a lot of fun. So I've got 2 pair in the works. Maybe next week, what do you think? Maybe next week I'll have a finished pair of socks. That'll be my first pair for the entire year. That's funny. And then I had another one. I was having fun. I don't know if you recognize this yarn. This is the Lion brand Wool Ease. And I'll go ahead and do a better review on this, but I made a hat. I got a hat done. Isn't it cute? Look at that. I turn around. There you go. Got a hat with a little hair sticking out. I just love it. Isn't it adorable? So, very productive week this week. Really had a blast. It's been so much fun creating and making things and sharing things with everybody. I have a giveaway going on my Friday video. Go there, watch it, comment on it, like it, subscribe if you're not subscribed for a chance to win this book, the mini amigurumi book. I really want you to win it because I really want people to make mini amigurumis with me. If you make one and you email it to me, I will put it on my video. Might as well. If you're a content creator, then let me know and everything, and I can link you below on my Friday videos and say, hey, you're working on these too. So anyway, I just thought it was a lot of fun. If you're interested in the book, by all means, go ahead and check that out because the giveaway is still going on. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate all the birthday wishes and everything. August, my birthday month, I appreciate all of that. The grandkids, of course, were absolutely amazing. It was a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, everybody, you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. Bye-bye.